Hey guys, your Marty Geek. In this video, I wanted to share my favorite games of 2019 so far. We are past June, so we're mid-July almost already. And I decided to go ahead and share my favorite games on the Nintendo Switch and on the PlayStation 4 because these are the consoles that I've been playing the most this year. So let's go ahead and start with the PlayStation 4 because actually it's the console that I played less this year so far. And my number 4 game that I have, because I only have 4 games for the PlayStation 4, is Devil May Cry 5. I really love this game, a very cool game. You play as Nero, you play as Dante, you play as a new character called V, and the action is amazing. The characters are great. It has a very cool story, but you know, Devil May Cry makes my list as my number 4 game on the Nintendo or on the PlayStation 4. Then comes Resident Evil 2 Remake. Really awesome game. Beautiful graphics. I did play this game back in the day when it came on the PlayStation 1. So for me, it felt like I was replaying this game, but with better graphics, right? And a couple new content that was added, like a couple scenes that were not available on the original one. They did a great job adding those features and those cutscenes there, which is really, really cool. So yeah, Resident Evil 2 is one of my favorite games this year. Then comes The Division 2. The Division 2, another awesome game, one of my favorite game of this year. Honestly, it was gonna be my favorite game of the year, but it was very, very close between this one and the next one. But I really loved The Division 2. I played a whole bunch of hours. Luckily, I got to play this game alone, but yes, I did get help like on 2 missions, very, very late on the story. So I really loved The Division. So the customization and everything was amazing on The Division. Washington was incredible. All the scenes were awesome. But my number 1 game on the PlayStation 4, for me, in my opinion, is Days Gone. That's the game that I enjoyed the most. I played so many hours. I can't actually tell you how many hours I played because the negative thing about Days Gone is that you can't actually see how long you've been playing the game. But I love the story. I've loved the character. I love the world is amazing. Hunting freakers and running away from freakers was awesome as well. I loved my bike. Customizing my bike was a great feature that I liked about this game. And of course, like I said, the story, I actually liked it. And that's why I chose this game over The Division 2 because this game actually had a good story. The Division 2 barely had a story. It was just do this mission, do that other mission, do that other mission, do that other mission. And I'm a guy that really, really love games with story. And for me, the story of Days Gone gives it the edge over The Division 2. So now, let's go ahead to the Nintendo Switch. What are my Nintendo Switch game? And keep in mind, out of these 2 consoles, the Nintendo Switch is the console that I played the most this year in 2019 so far. So I have actually 8 games that I played this year so far that I like them on the Nintendo Switch, and I have to start with Onimusha Warlords. That's my number 8 game on the Nintendo Switch that I like so far this year. It's really cool. I loved it. Yes, I did play this game back in the day when it came out, but I barely remembered anything of the story-wise in this game. And I liked the way the game played on the Nintendo Switch in portable mode, and the story was pretty cool, and I really enjoyed this game so far that I wish there was a freaking sequel. I can't believe there's not a sequel ever made again for the Onimusha games franchise. So that's kind of weird. So yeah, Onimusha is on my list as one of my favorite games this year on Nintendo Switch. Then you got Yoshi's Crafted World as my 7th game. I did like it. A really cool game. A lot of people say it's a kid's game because of the colors and, cartoony and all that. But for me, it looked great. I loved it. I liked the platforming. I liked the Yoshi character. The world was freaking cool. The platform was freaking cool. And I really did enjoy the game a lot. Darksiders Warmastered Edition. It's another game that has to be on my list because it's a port, but for me it's a new game because I never did play Darksiders before, and it's really cool. It's basically like a combination of God of War and Zelda type of games. Really awesome. I really like it. The only reason it's not a little bit higher because there was a level where there was like beams of light that you had to direct to a direction, and it was a huge puzzle level which didn't, I almost made me quit the game, but after past that, it came back to me. You know, I really got back into the game and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, my number 6 is Darksiders Warmastered Edition, and I can't wait to see the sequel Darksiders 2 to be ported on the Nintendo Switch. My number 5 game I have to put there as Crash Team Racing. This is a very cool game. I really like it. I really like the kart racing in this game. It's very challenging, and I also had a lot of crashes going on me. That's why it's now a little bit higher. I did finish the story. It's really cool, and in my opinion, so far it's one of my favorite kart racing games on the Nintendo Switch, besides Mario Kart 8, I think it was. But yeah, Crash Team Racing is my number 5 game. My number 4 game is Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 for me is incredible. I loved it. I loved playing it again on the Nintendo Switch. Last time I played it was on the GameCube, and till this day, it has been my favorite Resident Evil game. And so far, after playing Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 4 is still my favorite Resident Evil game. The only reason Resident Evil 2 Remake is better right now is because it got a remake, it got a remastered. But if you give Resident Evil 4 the same treatment that Resident Evil 2 got, it will blow out of the water every Resident Evil game. So in my opinion, Resident Evil 4 on the Nintendo Switch was just freaking amazing to play through that game again. My number 3 game on the Nintendo Switch is Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. This is another Assassin's Creed game that I never got to play completely. Back in the day when I started playing this game, I only played like around 3 hours. Then I quit the game. But on the Nintendo Switch, I think it was one of the best ports so far this year. It was playing flawlessly. The graphics looks great. It was an open world. I liked the traveling from Boston, New York, and the countryside. It was awesome. Once you start playing as Connor, as the assassin, it was just opened up to be an awesome Assassin's Creed game. I liked it. I also liked the missions that you can choose to do on your boat, like pirates. It was really damn cool. So yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 on the Nintendo Switch is my number 3 game. My number 2 game on Nintendo Switch in the year so far is Super Mario Maker 2. Yes, I thought I was not gonna like this game at all, but the reason that I actually picked up this game is because of the story mode. I am very bad when it comes to making levels. I still even haven't tried that yet. I tried a little bit, but once I started playing the story mode, I just couldn't stop playing the story mode. I already finished the story, 100% the castle. The castle is nice, beautiful, and built. I loved all the different kind of levels and missions that you had to do to complete the castle. It's really cool game, and in my opinion, it's going to be one of the best games on the Nintendo Switch in this generation. So yeah, but I still need to go back and start building some levels and share some videos with you guys and download some more levels from makers, from people who've been building levels. I haven't tried them yet, so give me some options to which levels I should download first. And my number 1 game on the Nintendo Switch this year so far is Mortal Kombat 11. This game is just awesome. I love the levels. The story levels were freaking awesome. The story, for me, in my opinion, was awesome as well. And the fighting on the Nintendo Switch, it feels great. Of course, I don't like the fact that it doesn't have a good D-pad to play fighting games, but you know, I got used to using the stick of the Nintendo Switch, and I still enjoyed it. Still running good as well for me. I don't have a problem with the graphics. Yes, it doesn't look better than the console version, but it still looks good on Nintendo Switch. And the last character that I purchased was Chan Sung, which looks incredible and plays awesome. And I still go back to the crypt every time I have a whole bunch of coins and keep unlocking stuff and skins. And so far, I like it. I like going back and playing the towers. There's going to be more characters that are going to be available soon, so I can't wait to try what character they bring up next. So there you have it. Like you see on the Nintendo Switch, my favorite game of the year so far is Mortal Kombat 11. And on the PlayStation 4, my favorite game so far is Days Gone. Now, if you tell me which game out of those two games is my favorite game of the year, of course, it's Days Gone. If you ask me which console is my favorite console so far this year, I have to go with the Nintendo Switch because it's the console that I've been playing more on. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what you think about my list and which are your favorite games so far in 2019. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time. Bye-bye.